all ready for this?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey there, so it's Mark, and I'm back in my car, and I'm sorry. It's been a few months since we've done a Mark in the car, since we planned on the quick rebrand, so I wanted to start off by saying I'm sorry to all of you guys. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, why is it that people are afraid to say sorry in a customer service experience? So I just said sorry like a bunch of times. I'm saying sorry to you for not doing videos in a while. You know what, two quick stories. So I was at a coffee shop, a local coffee shop, one of these big chains that's well known for Canada, that has a lot of national pride. And I was standing there waiting for my coffee, and it didn't happen to me, but it happened to someone else. They came in and they said, hey, I ordered a hot chocolate, and it's watery. The person across the counter went, oh, it's watery, and then took the cup and made a new one and handed it back to them. And I was like, well, that's weird. Like, you think when someone comes in with a complaint, you might be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, or, oh, gosh, I'm sorry, let me take care of that for you. But it was just like, oh, it's watery. Okay. And then they go and fix it. And so anyway, that passed by. That was like on a Sunday. And then a few days later, we're a family of 6. My wife shops at one of these big kind of supermarkets, and she got salmon. She made salmon for everyone. I got home and I had a bite of the salmon, and I was just like, there's something wrong. This is not good. This is not right. And everyone kind of agreed. My wife, myself, my kids, we were like, ugh. Salmon was off. So I was a little bit upset about it, though, because I was like, well, how much did you spend on this food? And it was like over $30 on some food that was essentially rotten by the time we got it home. And so I call up the grocery store and I say, what do I do with this? We've already cooked it. Like, do I have to bring proof that we didn't eat the salmon? What do I do? They said, just come back for a refund. So I come back and I talk to the customer service person. I brought my receipt and I want my money back for this food that was rotten. And what does she do? The exact same thing. The exact same thing. It wasn't even the same person as the coffee shop, but she goes, oh, click, 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 click. Doesn't say anything to me at all. Says you need to sign here. Here's your money back. She doesn't say sorry. She doesn't say that's terrible. She doesn't say, oh gosh, how frustrating it is to go to a supermarket and buy food and cook it that same day and have it be rotten. What's wrong with people? Why are people in customer service afraid to apologize? Is it that they don't want to admit somehow that it's their issue, right? It's the big corporation's fault. It's the company's fault that hot chocolate is watery. It's the company's fault, or the people in the salmon department that the food isn't good. But when you're helping someone with customer service, you are the face of the company. You're the face of the organization. So now in the back of my mind, this coffee shop, who I quite like, is staffed with people who aren't willing to apologize when something goes wrong because they don't want to take personal credit for it. Or this person working customer service at the grocery store, she doesn't want to take personal responsibility for something that happens in the meats department. Guys, come on, just apologize. If you look at Starbucks, they have a system for it even, where immediately it's like, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me make it right for you. What can I do to help you? And it doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. If you're the face of the company, you need to be willing to apologize when something goes wrong. You just have to do that. And so I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, should I call the store manager of this supermarket and say, hey, you need to get new customer service people because they suck? I don't know. All that to say, if you like these, if you actually want me to do more, I certainly will. I'm sorry again that I haven't. Leave a comment below, like, share the video, subscribe to our channel. Check out what we're doing on the podcast if you're into podcasts, and if you're not, we'll keep doing more videos. We got some cool stuff coming up. Anyway, we'll talk soon.